Hi, everybody. Good morning. This is Debbie Ballas with Feel Good Qigong, and I will be guiding you in about a 10 to 12-minute morning meditation. We are now into the earth element, which is late summer of our Qigong practice. And I wanted to share with you this beautiful lotus flower that I discovered a lotus patch near where I live. I live in Rhode Island, and the lotus is not particularly found in the United States. It's a flower from India. It's a well-known symbol in the yoga community. The lotus is a symbol for growing. The lotus grows out of mud, which kind of symbolizes, our life, the muddiness of life. And the stem is the journey. And the journey leads us to the bloom of this beautiful flower or enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. And the bloom is can also be in Chinese traditional practice for women, menopause, they call it second spring. So I look at this flower in a lot of different ways, so much symbolism to it. It can represent for women our second spring, menopause, the second half of our life, that there is another bloom. And it's understanding this new bloom, very different from the first bloom, because we're older, we're menopause, a lot of different things happening to us physically, hormonally. But there is a bloom, there's another bloom. So this beautiful lotus flower can represent our second bloom, our second spring. The other symbolism to this, the colors here, which I find fascinating. Every season in Qigong also represents a color, because color has a vibration. And the color for spring is green. So you see the green petals, which are actually, they look like umbrellas in real life. And so we can look at the color of green as spring. Spring creates summer, early summer, and the color for that, it's also fire season, is pink. And then the late summer, which is earth element, the color is yellow. So we have 3 seasons of colors in this lotus flower. We have the spring that moves into the early summer, which is pink, heart, fire, which goes into late summer, which is our spleen and stomach, and the color is yellow. The element is earth. So beautiful symbolism to this wonderful flower. And to get back to, so there's this patch of lotus flowers that just randomly has popped up over the years. Nobody really knows how this has happened, but it's on this little road off a beaten path, and more and more people have discovered it, and it's kind of a pilgrimage for people. And for me, it represents late spring, because this is when this flower starts to appear, and it'll stay, late summer, it will stay almost to the next season, which is fall. So take a couple of deep breaths with this image in mind of our second spring, our bloom, our enlightenment. Take a moment to pay attention, to notice the sounds that are inside the room and outside the room. Noticing the temperature. Maybe there's a shift in temperature as we come to this later part of the season of the summer. Notice the temperature of your own body. Can you feel the air touching your skin? The subtleness of this. And then ask yourself the question, how do you physically feel? No judgment, it's just an awareness. When we know, we can go, which means when we know how we're physically feeling, then we can take the necessary steps to self-care. So how does your physical body feel this morning? And then ask yourself the question, what does my body need today, right now? What does my body need? Then ask yourself, how does your emotional body feel? Your emotionality also is an important to notice how you're emotionally feel because it does affect our physical body as well. So emotionally, what did you bring with you this morning? Then bringing the awareness to the tips of your nostrils. As you inhale, feel the coolness of the breath touching the tips of your nostrils. And when you're ready to exhale, feeling the warmth of the breath as it touches the tips of your nostrils. And stay with this awareness for a few breaths as you deepen this idea of your breath. And then taking your awareness to your feet as you inhale, starting from the feet as it rises all the way up to the crown of your head. You'll take a pause, and when you're ready, exhaling back down to your feet and pause. And when you're ready, inhaling from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head, you'll pause. And when you're ready, exhaling down to your knees and pause. And when you're ready, inhaling from your knees to the crown of your head and pause. And when you're ready, exhaling down to your hips and pause. And when you're ready, inhaling up to the crown of your head, pause. And when you're ready, exhaling to your belly and pause. You'll inhale from the belly to the crown of your head, pause. Exhaling to your solar plexus, the space between your ribs and belly, and pause. Then inhaling from your solar plexus to the crown of your head, pause. And when you're ready, exhaling to your heart, pause. Inhaling from your heart to the crown of your head, pause. And when you're ready, exhaling to your heart, pause. And then inhaling to the crown of your head, pause. And exhaling to your throat, pause. Inhaling to the crown of your head, pause. Exhaling to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows, and pause. Inhaling to the crown of your head, and pause. And when you're ready, just exhale again, but stay with your awareness at the crown of your head. And visualize about 12 inches from the crown of your head up a golden yellow light. And let this golden yellow light begin to get larger as it begins to stream down your entire body, the front and the sides, the back, the front, the top, the bottom, as it creates this golden yellow cocoon surrounding you, protecting you, creating this space for you to begin your meditation practice. As you bring your mind to one pointedness using a mantra such as so, hum, or something else that you prefer to keep your mind to one pointedness. If your mind wanders, and it will, repeat to yourself, neti, neti, neti. It's a way of bringing you back to your center, to your one pointedness, similar to a child walking in the middle of the road. You'll hold on to their hand and pull them back in. That's what you want to do, is pull yourself back to your one pointedness as you begin your meditation. And as you listen to the Tibetan bell wander off, you can suspend your mantra meditation. Sit with your experience, no judging, just complete awareness of how you're feeling. And it changes every day. And before we move into the rest of our day, set an intention for yourself Today, I invite into my life and see what comes up for you. Today, I invite into my life. Lift the corners of your mouth up as you inner smile. As you smile into this intention, today invite into my life with this smile. Today invite into my life. And if there's anyone that you want to send out some good vibration, you can also imagine them in this golden yellow light, surrounding them with gold yellow light. Wish them well. You can even make this golden yellow light big enough to hold the world as we hold space for higher consciousness. And then rubbing your hands together, still keep your eyes closed, rub your hands together. Bring your hands onto your closed eyes as you soothe your eyes, brain. And then open your eyes into your palms as you let a little bit of light in. And then slowly move the hands away from your face, gradually letting more and more light in as you're opening up a shade to a new day. As you transition back to this here and now, bringing the palms of the hands together, letting this practice, this morning meditation practice, bring for you whatever you need. Namaste.